The Stage.
Hey, it's Tesia here with another exclusive interview here on The Stage today. We are honored to be in the presence of the Flaming Lips, Wayne Coyne, founder.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Tesia. Good to be here. All right.
Very nice. I want to talk about your new CD to kick things off, At War with the Mystics. And the first thing that I'm curious about is just the title of the CD. What kind of inspired you to title it? And
well, I mean, who knows exactly what something like a line like "At War with the Mystics" mean? I mean, to me, it sounds cool to say mystics, and you know, when we come up with titles, especially record titles, you want to evoke some kind of something that's a little bit abstract that everybody can sort of grab their own meaning from it. But you don't want it to be so abstract that people just go, "Oh, I don't know what that means." And so, when our record came out, a lot of people thought that I said, when we were saying "at war with the mystics," that there was some mystical war going on that we were contributing to, like at war with, like the war's going on and we're with them. And other people thought that it was at war with the mystics and that there's the mystics out there and we're battling against them. But after hearing both of those, I thought I like both of them, you know, because I think the Flaming Lips have a little bit of kind of a mysticism about us. I mean, I would like to think so. You know, that there's some mystery of how music and art and even identities like myself, how we get created, even though we all know in the end there is no real magic or mysticism in the world. But if it could exist anywhere, don't you think it could exist in the realms of weird rock and roll, like the Flaming Lips? And so, you know, we kind of use the imagery and the connotations of mysticism just to give us a different sort of coloring. And so, but I'm not really sure what it means. It just is some wicked stuff to title an album. Yeah.
I think it's a great title. It's
Thank
very
you.
interesting.
All right.
Pulls you in.
Yeah. There you
Obviously formed a question out of it.
Yeah.
The name is Yoshima. She's a black belt in karate.
Is there any particular song off of this album that you have a particular bond with, for lack of better words?
Well, I mean, of course, you know, when you make records, you get so connected to all these songs. I mean, it takes us a couple of years to make records, and so you both love and hate, and you get so involved with this music. But I even think like the very first song on the record, I think that's why we'll put the song first, is because we feel like if there's anything that we created that is just so new and fresh and weird and even unexpected for ourselves, it usually is like the first song in our records or something. And so the Yeah 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 song is a very strange song. Even when we made it, it only took us a couple of days. A lot of times our songs will take even a couple of weeks to do, and it only took us a couple of days, and it was still a very strange, I think almost slightly annoying sort of song. But you know, I mean, we're not in full control of our, you know, what sort of erupts out of us, and that one was kind of, people would come into the studio and be like, what is this? It was very, very strange. Yeah.
Well, that song in particular, we played the video before on the show, and it's just an amazing video.
Yeah, the video is utterly absurd.
Absolutely love it. How did you get the idea for that, and how did you pull it off, I guess, basically?
Well, luckily we worked with this wonderful commercial company out of Los Angeles called Tractor, and the directors, I think one of them is Norwegian, one of them is Swedish, and they're very strange, energetic freaks, and they do a lot of very interesting commercials. You'll be watching TV and you'll see 3 or 4 of their commercials, and they'll be the best commercials you'll see on TV. And so they asked me if I had any ideas. And there was this video clip circulating around the internet and on MySpace and YouTube and all these things of this Japanese game show that involves a group of girl pop stars, all right? And they get all these cute girls together and they strap a pork chop to their head. They actually tape a raw pork chop to their head. And they put their heads through this, I guess it would best be described as like a giant sort of shoulder-high table, and their heads stick through this thing. And on top of this table, they put, I'm supposing, a very hungry kimono dragon, a real a dragon that could easily bite your arm off or something. And, you know, as a lot of, I don't know if you're familiar with a lot of Japanese TV, but it's utterly absurd. And so there's these very cute girls, like I said, with the pork chop strapped to their heads, awaiting this dragon to be dumped down in this thing. And the minute the dragon gets thrown in there, all chaos breaks loose, and the table breaks, and the audience goes screaming and all this. And I mentioned it to these directors, and they love this clip. And so we built on this absurd idea, and as you can see through the video, of sort of strapping food to people and then having some sort of monster of some kind sort of attack them. And as in all Flaming Lips scenarios, you know, we try to turn it back in on ourselves. And so for the last verse, I get abducted and I get a bunch of meat strapped to me, and then I'm chased through the streets of Baghdad by this sort of animatronic werewolf that they had on hand. So yeah, it's an utterly absurd video, but you can see it being born from this concept of the Japanese girls and the dragon. Yeah.
Well, let's check it out right now.
Okay.
Here it is, the Yeah 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 song right here on the stage. Check it out.
If you could roll the world with the flip of a switch, would you do it? The stage.
Hey, welcome back to the show. Still hanging out here with Wayne Coyne of the Flaming Lips.
Hello, everybody. Yeah.
And we just enjoyed that little video before the break there. Love it.
Yeah.
Fun.
Video,
so much fun.
No one was hurt in the making of that. Yeah.
And that's important.
My leg got a little scraped up, and no big deal.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So tell me about Christmas on Mars.
But we started making this movie, Christmas on Mars. I started making it, I think, at the beginning of 2001. I think we were thinking it would take us about a year and a half or something. And we were kind of in between records, and we didn't really know what our next record would be, so we started working on this film. And I think we'll probably, if we're lucky, be able to play it at some of these more sort of druggy, hippie festivals around America and in Europe and stuff. And I sort of see it maybe playing as like a midnight movie or something where...
A cult favorite, if you will.
Yeah, like a midnight movie, yeah.
So the new CD is At War with the Mystics, out in stores now, as well as we'll keep an eye out for Christmas on Mars.
Yeah,
and that comes out in spring of '07.
Well, I don't know if it'll be out.
Hopefully.
It'll be weirdly circulating out there. And
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully all the very dedicated Flaming Lips followers will get the first glimpse of it. And yeah, it'll be out there in the world of some sort. Yeah.
Fun. And what an entertaining show. I'm looking forward
Yeah, I
to
hope so. I hope. I mean, it'll be, if it doesn't, rain on us or something like that. It should be over the top. Yeah.
FlamingLips.com for more information and to keep updated on all the information. Again, thank you, Wayne, so much for taking the time to meet up. It's a pleasure to meet you. The Flaming Lips. Lips. Licks.
Right.
Why not? Lips.